So morning all, back out with RB. Another freezing cold morning. And as one of my subscribers said, it's cold as a witch's booby out there. Yes it is. Thank you very much. Sounded like Tommy Cooper then. Oh, thank you very much. If you remember Tommy Cooper. So anyway, we're out on this. And as I did say on a couple of previous videos, we're going to be out riding this Milano. Don't sound like a Milano, does it? This has got AC1 exhaust on it. So it came into us, had the AC1 exhaust, and struggling to hold its idle. So had a look at it, hooked it all apart, and found a little bit of a low compression. So under warranty, we've changed the entire top end, so barrel, cylinder head, pistons, rings, the lot, all been changed over under warranty. And unfortunately, because it's had a new barrel, guess what? It's 45 mile an hour, low speed. RB, take it out, give it a run, nice and gentle. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And obviously the one thing I do like about the Milano, it makes a change. The miles per hour on the outside, very, very easy to see. Thank God for that. But it does sound good. And it seems a lot torquier. Just feels a lot better. Obviously not restricted with that little tiny Milano exhaust that used to be on it. So up and down the dual carriageway a few times, check it all out. So 6816 on the clock, nice steady 40 mile an hour. Ride test mileage, as we say, because we're on a brand new piston head and all the bits in it, so nice and easy, as you would. It's all got to be running again. Ride's absolutely perfect. Now obviously the Milano was discontinued, and if you happen to be on the Lexmoto forums, a lot of people are going, oh, the Milano's had a recall. Yes it has, and it was just the fact that one of the exhaust bolts, or a couple of the exhaust bolts or something, are prone to coming off, and it could obviously drag your exhaust, or worst case scenario, completely come apart and cause an issue. So there's been a recall on the Milano. Don't need it on this one because it's got an AC1 on it. So if you've got Milano and you're worried about your exhaust bolts, get rid of the old exhaust and put an AC1 on it. It will sound a lot better. And it does sound very throaty. We'll have a look at this in a minute. I'll get off and we'll just show you the exhaust in a while when I pull up. I'm just going to go round the houses for a little bit. Little short ride test. And see how we get on. Nice steady 30 mile an hour, because obviously back roads, I'm just taking it nice and easy. Poddling along. Now this has got little round mirrors on it, so for those of you who always go, oh yeah, but what's the mirrors like? Mirrors are not that bad. Got a good enough view of the road behind, better than I have with the Cypher. But obviously I just wish they'd have kept these bikes going, because the Milano is such a classic looking scooter. Very sort of Lambretta-y Vespa look, typical scooter look from sort of the 60s, 70s and 80s. And yet again, loads of black ice everywhere. Just look at that shine on the road. And this is now about, I think, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Now my third ride of the day. I've got 3 more to do today. I've got a fun packed day, just ride. Got going to take an Aprilia out in a minute, little RS125, give that a run, see how she goes, bang all my ride tests up. We're just going to switch lanes here. Controls on these Milanos very easy to use, very simplistic again. Just rolling in. Fuck of the chug of that. And it's idling fine now, absolutely idling crisp as a button. Does sound good though. Especially when you roll off. I was waiting for some pops and bangs then, not that good, it's just a 125, it don't pop and bang like the big ones. And obviously in the winter, try to keep your bike moving, try and retain some of the warmth in your tyres. Just good to see a little bit of lane discipline here, no indicator, switches lanes at the last moment. What do you expect? It's a BMW driver. You can wait. Encroaching in my lane. Numpty! Spot the artificial flaccid imitation device that's driving the car. Can't say that word because I get a strike. Trying to think of sweet names to use, and comment on one of my last videos, he said, I bet you see more numpties on the 125 than you do on your big GTR. Yes I do, because the GTR manages to get round of them out of the way. I tend to be moving at a little bit stronger pace than I would normally on a 125. But yes, I do see my fair share of numpties, but I tend to watch every single junction lane. That's why if you watch a lot of my videos, my head is constantly rolling around. I'm watching the road in front, eyes are normally moving around, and I'm doing my sevens. And I keep knocking on about these sevens. 2 limit points, the farthest point of the road that I can see, 3 and 4, about 100 yards in front of me or in the car in front, and then 5, 6, 7, which is mirror, dash, right mirror. So 5, 6, 7, watching myself on the roundabout, someone's not going to be cutting across into my lane. It's just observation, and you do pick it up after you've been riding a while that your eyes are constantly moving around. And it's not the fact that you're a bad bike rider or even a confident bike rider, it's the other idiots that are around you. And I always say, treat every car driver as if they are out to kill you. That's the easiest way to do it. On these back roads, obviously tend to move myself about a lot so I can see round the points of the road. So right hand corner, shift to the very left, left hand corner, shift to the very right. And that's what keeps you alive. So this is Martin's bike, if you didn't know. Martin will know it's his bike, he'll be watching this. Ooh. Rip Bomb's out on my bike, he's out on Cecil. He calls this bike Cecil. I don't know why, but he calls it Cecil. And it's very much loved, it's been spoiled. It's normally in every couple of months for a service. It does a lot of miles, he's done 6,819 so far. So he does do a lot of miles. Cranks up the mileage, but very much loved and looked after bike. My favourite little junction. Watch those side turnings, and lo and behold, it's just starting to rain as well. Thank God I've got some good bike gear on. And it's that icy rain as well. Oh, lovely. And I have predicted snow for this week. Please, no, not when I'm riding. And a lot of people are obviously putting their bikes away for the winter. Oh, I'm not coming out until we get some drier weather. I ride all weathers. Don't care whether it's wet, raining, snowing, icy. I tend to ride all weathers. No problem at all. It's going to be a wet morning today. So a few more runs to do on this. I'm going to crock up at least 10 miles on this if we can. And obviously got to take it easy because that new piston, barrel and rings. But so far she is idling lovely. Better than she was when she came in. Back round the ride circuit again we go. Obviously watching side junctions, all good. You can wait, Mr. Bus. The amount of people you see that drift on roundabouts when something's coming round thinking, oh, I'll get out of the way of him. No, you won't. You wait your bleeding turn. I'm on the roundabout, get out of the way. So back down we go, 40 mile an hour. At least I'm out running the bus. Oh, there's our motor factors. You can see a little wave from the side window. Do have a very, very good parts company down in Milton Keynes. That supply all our parts for our cars and some for the bikes. Today's video is sponsored by Motoserve of Bletchley. If you want cheap parts, 220-995. That's 01908 220-995 for all your motor factor spares. Tell them Rev Bomb sent you. Won't get you any discount, but it will give the boys on the counter a laugh. I do like plug-in vehicles when I'm out. Have a look at my last video for the roofing company. Well, something a little bit quirky rather than the humdrum of me just warbling on and talking about Lexmoto bikes. And we're going to do a video from the office tonight. One of my subscribers has asked, where's your camera mounted? How do you mount it? And what is the best thing to do with mounting cameras? A very, very good one to watch is Z-Head. Go and look how he's mounted his camera using a product called Sugru. It's like mouldable plastic. So go and check out Z-Head Motovlogs. He rides a ZZR 1400 and he's mounted his GoPro on the front of his helmet using a product called Sugru. So go and check out Z-Head. But there is a lot of riders that have obviously got videos out on the YouTube. Most of them are in the description at the bottom, so you can obviously check those guys out and find out how they mount their GoPros. Or just go into YouTube and put where do I mount my camera on a motorcycle helmet. There's normally loads and loads of videos out there tell you all about that sort of thing. But I should be doing one tonight. How to bang up your cameras. Got a biker with me as well. So see, the bikers are still out today. And due to have a meet-up tonight with some of the big bikers, we might be popping into the pub for half an hour, so we might do a little TikTok video. one more trip down the dual carriageway, and then we'll go back and try and have my cup of coffee, which I am still trying to get at the moment. Thank God for my young receptionist Becca. Got back to the office, she went, "I've ordered you a McDonald's breakfast with a coffee." Oh, you are such a little angel. So I managed to have a sort of half a swig of my coffee, drink half of it. Managed to have me egg and bacon McMuffin this morning. Thank you, Rebecca. Bless her. At least I've had something to eat today. Half a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to go back and have a decent hot one. It is getting very cold. Fingers are starting to numb up, but we are 7 miles in. Still riding, still all good, and she's still idling absolutely beautiful. So, problem solved. And the rain is starting to come down now. Have a quick clean of the camera. There we go. Just in case you guys are getting all drizzled look through the camera. But it is starting to rain quite heavy now. Wet legs, nice warm body. Back to the garage. Have a cup of coffee, have a cigarette. Ride test over, phone the customer, come and get your bike. So all good. And just my final little check, just go over it one more time in my spanners. Bolt check, check the tyre pressures, and I might be nice to him and give him a coat of ACF 50. Just ACF 50 his bike, because it is getting a little bit wet out there. Things I do for our good customers. Bit of ACF 50 on his bike, but she's riding like a dream. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. So it's up to him now. Bit of care and attention. Look after it. Be nice. Back to the garage we go. So Lexmoto Milano, what we are going to do, just a second, I'm going to pull up and show you the AC1. Let's do my favourite little spot just here. And there we go, off the road, out the way. Let's just step off the bike for a second. Get the main stand down, which is a pain in the backside because it is under the side fairing and you have to feel for it with your foot. So AC1 exhaust made by Lextek, nice long chrome one there. So that's the AC1, and it's tarnishing quite nice with the heat. So that was just the quick look at the exhaust on that. But from the off, sounds very brappy. And even when you roll off it sounds good. So as always then, you know what to do. Hit the three buttons. That is the thumbs up, hit the like and subscribe, hit the comments, and leave your notes down. If you've got a Milano and you've had the recall, change it up, get yourself an AC1. Wait to see what White Van Man is doing. So back at the garage we are. Till the next time guys, from RB, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me.